For several weeks now, since President William Ruto and Raila Odinga decided to work together, a section of opposition leaders have suggested that ODM might collaborate with Kenya Kwanza government. Some have even claimed that ODM could provide President Ruto's deputy president candidate in the 2027 election.
Kule kwetu tumekuwa tukitembea na nyinyi pamoja, si ndio? Sisi kule kwetu tumeamua ya kwamba tunafanya kazi na Mheshimiwa Rais, tunamuunga mkono kwa njia yoyote. Leo, kesho na milele.
However, the ODM Secretary General, in an exclusive interview with K24 TV, insists that all such claims are mere rumors, as the party has not laid down any strategies for presidential election, and should there be such, the communication will come through the party leadership.
I take my instructions from the party leader and from the organs of the party. If the organs of the party have not sat to pass a resolution, I cannot speak about it. The last standing instruction that I remember receiving from Raila Odinga was that we are in the middle of our term as people who've been elected. We need to deliver for the people. We cannot be talking about 2027 right now. So that it embarrasses us as the leadership of the party then when we hear people making statements that appear to commit the party in a certain direction when we're in the middle of the term.
Sifuna finds himself in a precarious position due to his harsh criticism of the government, while others from the party he praised on the administration. Yet Sifuna asserts that none of this will deter him from serving Kenyans and calling out the government.
If, for instance, CS for Energy wants to commit his vote for 2027 to William Ruto, it is his democratic right. Those people do not speak for the party, because in matters of coalition building, the person who tells us where we are going is the party leader. And the party leader has not told us anything. In fact, he has dissuaded them in my presence from making those sycophantic statements, because it is not in their place to speak either for ODM or for their respective communities, because that is not their mandate. So it is okay for you to speak. ODM will respect the views of every member, but also remember that if you have views, you should also respect the fact that Sifuna has also his own views. I can speak authoritatively for myself, the way I'm seeing things, the way, the sort of feedback that I'm getting.
He argues that those speaking out are violating the directives laid out by Odinga before stepping back to focus on his African Union chairmanship campaign, which included the party presidential candidacy.
In Homa Bay, during the Thanksgiving of Governor Wanga, he made it very clear that we as ODM have not given up the quest to form government through democratic means. What that tells you, and he told us that we must prepare our party, including with the grassroots elections that we are currently undertaking, so that we prepare ourselves to take power. That was Raila Odinga saying. So the people who are saying opposite of what Raila is saying are the ones with the problem. There's no division.
President Ruto is said to have lost his popularity by a wide margin, and Sifuna claims that even if ODM were to support him, his dwindling approval ratings would not see him recover, as Kenyans have lost faith in him.
By every measure, the president was a fairly popular person on the ground if you went there, because he managed to convince the ordinary Mwananchi that he was their champion, the hustlers of this nation. So you have to ask yourself, what has happened between September of 2022 and today that he is one of the most unpopular people? He has only himself to blame. In fact, if he's looking for reasons as to how he found himself in this place, the answer is in the mirror. It's not anywhere else. He just needs to look at himself.
ODM leaders have expressed conflicting opinions on various national interests. However, ODM maintains that it is still in opposition with their leader at the forefront of criticizing government shortcomings.
ODM has continued to speak on the matters that are important to Wananchi. And we speak despite or in spite of who is in power and the relationship that we have with that person.
Despite this, Sifuna claims that every party member has the right to express their opinions, but such statements should not be interpreted as divisions within the party.
ODM is a party of 5 million members. 5 million members. A difference of opinion between two members cannot be said to be a split in the party. you need to know where the silent majority of ODM is.
For the party to work with the government, Sifuna claims it was more of a do-or-die situation for the country, contrary to beliefs that the party used the Gen Z movement to get into the government.
It cannot be that ODM took advantage of those protests. By the time those nominations were being announced, the Gen Z protests had come to an end. So it is not to take advantage of anything. And number two, one of the things that I really want Kenyans to understand is that this country belongs to all of us. Even you, if you start something that is going to have a consequence on the country, we also have a responsibility to hear from you on what the plan is. You understand? And from my discussions with Baba, he has explained very clearly that as a foremost Democrat, he would not want there to be a regime change other than through the ballot. That's what he said. The uncertainty of kicking out Ruto then was so grave that nobody knew what was going to happen.
Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.